Okay. Let's see if that one works. So next up we have Wasp Swarm. Probably necessary to take here. Although the mech we have right now does perform pretty well with heavy armor and whatnot. I think it still has to be Wasp Swarm. Also gonna add a Phoenix here. And a crawl down middle in case there's a Wasp Swarm. Okay, now it works. Alright. The problem is the stream names have the same overlay. Be worse for sure. So he goes straight into charge shot arc lights. Which means his chaff clear is not the greatest. I think I will actually take the marksman here. They do okay against what he has right now. And also outscale them. And other than that, I will just drop a bunch of chaff. So we do have something to punish the Arclights with. And that's it. Of the sledgehammer shots too. But what I need is some more chaff clear myself, because I... Okay, there we go. Get a free item for the volcano. We'll sell one of the steel balls, probably the one on the side here. Nah, I think the front one is actually the more relevant one. I think the floating of resources is just fine. He goes for a crawler spawn, okay? Also, marksman range. I wonder how worms would perform into this, because worms do not get killed by charge lock arclight that quickly. He does run EMP though, which is a pretty good tech against the worms. Here comes the crawler army. So this time we're winning the chaff war. We just need some more DPS on the board. And so does he, because he did not Expect the volcanoes this turn. Missile strike and another Vulcan. I think I will take the missile strike because it's the cheapest. It's not that cheap, to be fair. And the question is, can we go into the mountain yet? Because I don't think so. I think I would still need some more units. So we'll add the Fang, as I said. Range the volcanoes. And then I will also add some marksmen. He might missile strike my phoenixes here. Yeah, I think other than that's fine. He also goes into a Vulcan with range. Okay, missile. On this side we could use another Vulcan. Because there's fangs in the way that we don't want. The shield here is really nice though. Protects our Vulcan for a pretty long time. Good item. Okay, and we also get a bunch of XP here, so we can out-snipe the Arclights later. EMAG and Smoke Bomb. Both very powerful spells. I think I'd rather have the smoke, to be fair. Yeah, I think I will actually grab a second Vulcan. Coming a little bit later here. And also some fangs myself. Do we sell anything? We could sell a Hound if we want to. Not the greatest sell, to be fair. I think I will keep them. Wow. Okay, he goes straight for the EMAG instead. And triple shield. That's a very expensive turn. I will still get a good value of the Wasp Swarm here, by the way, because he doesn't have anything to deal with those. So the marksman will get distracted. Also, our marksman locks onto that Vulcan immediately. It's a little bit mispositioned. I think this shield will still alive for now. Well, we don't really have good shield breaks, so we need some text to deal with that one as well. Should probably save the phoenixes, because they can get outranged by the marksman here. And I do need some cash. Yeah, that was a very expensive round for him. Didn't get much done. Ooh, triple Scorpion though. Would really like to get the Scorpions instead. Wraith. It's okay, I guess. Not the greatest against marksman, to be fair. I think we have to go for the Scorpion here. I mean, it's such a good meme. I think I would like to wait one more turn, because then I can get dropped multiple. And instead we will just go for the late shove. And probably also a lone here, since it's turn 7. Maybe Liana, but I can do it later. To do it. And at least we got the Siege Scorpion meme going, which I always like. And that's it. GG. Yeah, the problem is that the Sabertooth drop was coming. And I'm a little bit scared of Sabertooth into my big mountains. And if I press the range upgrade, I will have some trouble actually killing them, because we don't have as much damage when you get the range on. Actually, do I need to switch techs at all? I think nothing really changed about my techs. I mean, air got cheaper, sure. The situation got better because the tech. What the hell is this? Looks like a rat. Chef's rat. Okay, maybe get lucky. No, not this time. Okay. Elite spec, supply spec, rhino spec, amplifier. You can try a Mustang meme. I haven't played with Mustangs in a long time. I realized last time I played them. Yeah, sure. Why not? What's the worst that could happen, right? We just run into, yeah, Arclight. Arclight and or other units that we don't like. No problem. What do we add to that one? Probably still need single target DPS, and I would like a pretty forward. Actually, let's not mess up our deployments. Something like this. Usually I don't like this kind of deployment, but I also would never pick Mustangs. But I think we clicks with steel balls and whatnot. This is not the greatest opener anyway. Tower timing is okay, I guess. But our marksmen unfortunately get shafted here. Yeah, was the wrong side. Okay, ooh, except very low, but he already has Saber on the field. So maybe not the smartest. Could drop some Wasp here to distract the marksman, but I mean, the marksman doesn't have any targets anyway. I think this one will be a missile drop, because I don't want level 2 crawlers on me. And other than that, I will just oil them. Behind we need an arc light. But that one we already knew from beforehand. I just want to buy me some time, because I do not have anything on the board that is good against what he has. Okay, there's the unit drops. So Wasp is pretty nice here. Although I would argue other units also would work. Fortress, Phoenix. The Phoenixes are nice because they can kill pretty much anything pretty quickly. I will actually take the Phoenix and try to take out those saber teeth. And then we do add a group of Wasp. And a whole bunch of arc lights. That poor Arclight is still dead. He went for the Phoenix as well, makes sense. Hopefully our... I think I will skip that one. Could drop Blind Rhino here to block his shove clear. On that side, probably don't need an Arclight this turn. So we can just add the Fangs instead. Try to get that Rhino to get to the tower. He adds Mustangs because of my one Wasp Swarm here. That's nice. So it's not really... because I don't have any units that break shields particularly fast. Deployment module... could be okay. I think I will actually use that one and try to distract the marksman. I think I will just try to add more chaff. Useful here. Could use another Arclight here. Do much there. One more Arclight back here thing. So the redeploy cheese bet is GG. But I think it was GG from the moment I opened the packs. I think the Mustang packs are just way too weak against players that play just normal games. They are only good against players that try to cheese a lot. And the Mustang in general is just a bad unit to have on the board when you don't know where it needs to be. So turn 1 it's especially bad. And we chose the wrong side, which we cannot predict on turn 1. Although I didn't really try to mirror him there. I think the right call would have been to deploy a steel ball on turn 2, just a naked one. And see if we can beat the sabers just in getting the tower quickly. I think that was probably the better idea here. Right, another 2-1. So I guess we're playing standard again. And again, that was a bad pack to pick because of the standard play. I think the Spider would have been the proper pack, actually. The Amplify Spider. Fire Badger looks good. Quick Supply can work. Even the Amplify can work. I think I'll try the Fire Badger here. The only downside is we can't troll with the Fire Badgers here. Because we do not... It's back, okay. It's actually quite good for him because the Stormcaller does not perform very well into very tanky sledgehammers. Thanks for telling, Damien. I think that is probably with the internet provider then. Let me see if I can reduce it. I probably have to remove the vertical then. If you're looking on vertical, just switch to the other stream, to the horizontal version. Right, Damien, if it still refishes, let me know. Because I try to reduce it. I shouldn't drop frames, I don't think. But sometimes the internet is a little bit wonky. Maybe something happened in between. That one Fang refuses to die. There we go. You almost got a level up on that Fang unit as well. Powerful stuff. Okay, extended range Arclight is pretty good. The problem is that the 350 gets downgraded, so the crawler actually doesn't get one shot by extended Arclight, which is very painful. So I'm not sure if I actually want to pick that this turn. Maybe I do. I will try it out. I think it's a bad idea. But you never know with these things. Sometimes you just have to test it yourself. And we will add additional arc lights to try and make up for that. He goes for crawlers in my flank. Okay. And lots of sledgehammers. So I think we have to go into technology addressing the sledgehammers. So either it's a hacker or Scorpion. He does not run armor on these sledgehammers. Also might be worth clicking high explosive tank shells. We don't make it with this Arclight, do we? Almost. Come on, Arclight. Nice. Because the Arclight gets a level up here. Alright, thank you for letting me know, Damien. I think it has to do with the fact that I have to encode too many streams at the same time. And apparently today is not the day where it works. It used to in the past, but you know, sometimes internet behaving kind of randomly. That's usually how it goes. Okay, if I hit the +1, we have 310 damage, so we still don't one-shot the crawlers. That's really painful. So I think I will not do that this turn then. At least not yet. Actually, I can put the crawlers onto the sides here. Don't think that's an issue. So we died to the wasp here, but that's how it goes. We cannot protect against everything. Still might be worth clicking the attack here because of the sledgehammer. Yep, there's the wasp. That was Captain Obvious, but nothing we can do about that this turn. Fire Badger at least will hopefully kill some crawlers. They barely get to kill one pack, but they distracted a lot of his units. But I doubt that the Raiden can actually deal with this. And look at that, the Arclight without the level up is really, really bad into these crawlers. So I think extended range was a mistake for sure, as we expected. And Raiden can't kill the sledgehammers, because got backstabbed by the wasp here. Battleship, barrier. I think that's all pretty useless. Can we fix it this way? Yes, that works. Okay. So I guess we will take the attack upgrade. And other than that, we do need Mustangs for later. Something like that should work. And then I will try to drag the Wasp more towards the Whittle. Does that work? Not really. It's not just gonna make them split. Because those fangs are too far forward. I think it's okay. Goes for upgrades, goes for even more sledgehammers. Okay, and he deploys the sledgehammer back here. That's really nice. So now we can sell out of the fire badger. Because these fire badgers perform pretty well even against sledgehammers, as you can see with the upgrades. Mustangs do kill the Wasp. Could have also went into charge shot on the Arclights and just deploy more of them. Because extended range Arclights are actually pretty decent against both sledgehammers and the cross if they have the charge shot. But we already have the Raiden on the board for that one, so not really the most necessary, I would say. And now we do get Arclight levels, so even if he hits additional upgrades, we perform fine. I do wonder if we just drop a crawler unit here or a fang unit, because the flank here is not very well dealt with. I think I will skip that one. I think Arclight range is for sure something we would want here. Yeah, I'm not sure about that fire badger, because his reaction was pretty terrible against it. I will keep it there for now. He takes the range on the sledgehammers, okay. So I guess this is where we should deploy more Raiden techs. Raiden range and whatnot. Because this whole flank here is getting delayed with those fire badgers. I don't think I can deploy much else there for 200. Okay, might want to upgrade the tower once, because that's a pretty high value upgrade. And now we die by Fang. Raiden levels up, that's really nice though, because we do need levels on the Raidens to deal with the sledgehammers later. Nice. So double upgrades on the Raiden. Okay. Ooh, that's a really good card for him though. Dang it. I think I will take the tank production, because that's some chuff for us. But that is really, really ugly. I think I will actually drop another Arclight here, just so it comes in a little bit later than the other one. He still has that barrier floating. Really odd. I think it might actually be worth it to try and missile that. Because it will buy us some time here. Ah, he goes for the melting pot exactly in that turn. That is unlucky for us. Because that should actually work quite nicely. I will see. Maybe the repositioned Arclight does its job. So the Raiden is toast because it doesn't have range. Unfortunate. This time our Chaff Clear survived. But we do not have a frontline anymore when he calls this one. Yeah, the extended range Sledgehammer was an absolute death blow to us, because that is not something you can prevent. And extended strategies have only one problem. You have to have enough on the board and they have to have levels. And he had both of this before he actually clicked the upgrade, which is a downgrade for the most part. So I don't think we can beat that anymore. Not like this. Worms do not perform very well into that. Farseer, also not a counter. We could try to stall out this side with a saber-tooth cheese. Just regeneration. I think this is what we actually need to do. Otherwise, we do have a big problem here. So Raiden needs range for sure. We need some late fangs to deal with that one. Stormclaws are no longer useful, unfortunately. He goes for a worm drop right in the middle, okay? Yeah, I think our saber is dead here. Yeah. Unfortunate turn of events. I think I should have upgraded the Fire Badger. I think that would have been a very decent play. But did not expect him to drop triple melter there. But, I mean, it makes sense. It's not the worst thing to do. But I think we lose either way, because we can't get to the Sledgehammer line with the Arclights. The Arclight Chaff Clear is just not enough to deal with those. Even this melter survived. Holy smokes. GG. That goes to show you, Sledgehammers are really, really strong in these kind of scenarios where you start with them and you get to gather some XP. And then the upgrade comes at the right time afterwards. That's usually not how that goes, but sometimes it does. And that's where you get a lot of tempo that cannot be stopped. Even with Sledgehammers or something like that, on my own board, I don't think we could have gotten it, but maybe. Just talking about Sledgehammer. Unfortunately, it's on a speed spec on this one, but I think I would still play it. Could also go for some spiders, because there's spiders everywhere. That's funky. No, I think a speed is fine. Could also go for a hound attack here. I haven't played hounds in a long time. Yeah, maybe. Might actually be worth it. Like this. Sure. I think that's a little bit too spicy for me. I think I'd rather have this one. And then Crawler or Fang in the middle. So I assume we will take the Crawler unlock then. He goes for straight up for cheese. Okay. very weird. The good upside is here, we can deal with that quite easily next turn, but obviously sucks because the Phantom Ray is going to get a huge amount of XP. On the other hand, you do not want the Hounds to get XP either, so it's kind of so-so. And this time we get the all the Hounds pretty much get half a level up. But the Phantom Ray should get a level up here for sure. Yep. Missile Strike doesn't work against them, but it can weaken them if we want to. Firepower Control System could work. I think I will skip out of that one for now. We just go for the classic answer here. And he sells again. Could be Mountain Cheese, actually. Goes for an upgrade on the tower, okay. So he's tanking a lot of tempo here for this turn. So let's hope we can profit. I don't think we get this tower. I think everything that he has dies on the board before we can. Oh, maybe not. Nice. Ah, he was cheesing on the other side. Okay, that's great for me then, because that cheese does not really work. But we get the XP anyway. I was going to say, either he's skipping turns here or I'm missing something. That's absolutely fine, because that doesn't do anything against the Phoenixes and whatnot. Did not get a Hound level. Unfortunate. Typhoon, Fangs, Fire Badger, all of these units are very, very good. I would like to have some Wasp here, but the Wasp doesn't really do anything against the Typhoon. I think I'd rather have the Fangs here. So Fangs in positions where the Wasp could arrive. I think I could have taken the Melter as well. Well, we don't know yet what he's trying to achieve here, so that's going to be a little bit annoying. But for now, I will try to get dogs on the field. So we win the Chaff War later. And that's it. He goes for the Fire Badger in the back, and he goes more onto the flanks. Yeah, so he's going for the full cheese here. Interesting. Good amount of XP on my Phoenixes here because he deployed those Fire Badgers. I'm not sure if that's a good move. I think the Fire Badger is much stronger here in the flank or somewhere else. Not necessarily there. But we do need steel balls to get those towers down more quickly. We will make it, but it's a little bit on a short notice, I would say. Might be time to bring out the charge shot Phoenixes, because those deal very, very well with these kind of flanks here. Because he's banking 100% on the fact that he does survive this. Which he shouldn't. Ooh, Iron Blast. Iron Blast and laser sights too. Might also go on to the other flank here. It's very expensive to pick here. I think I'd rather have the laser sights here. Can still try to hit that one. Not sure about promoting dogs here. Probably not worth doing, to be fair. Sledgehammers are okay, but I don't run armor on them, so it's a little bit yikes. I think I will take the upgrade for now and we'll see how we do. Burst mode on the Phantom Ray, so he goes straight into specialization. Yeah, there we go. That is exactly what I expected. He's one of these guys that smears himself all across the map. So what we do is we answer the flanks and that's it. I think more is not necessary here. But we do lose that tower rather quickly because of the burst mode. And half of my team here is sitting at the tower. That is something that can be fixed with a beacon too. And we still do have a huge amount of chuff in front because he got that stuck to the tower. Okay. Void Eye, Farseer, Steel Ball, Tarantula. Steel Ball sounds nice for a little cheese. I'm not sure how good Phantom Ray is into that. I think I like that, because we can pretty much try to answer the Typhoons with the Steel Balls. Try to stop them here. And another Steel Ball. I'm not sure if a level 2 upgrade is worth picking here. It might. There we go. Yeah, he goes for the sheets this turn. This is where it gets nasty because we can't kill the crawlers immediately because of the shield. Okay, this flank is holding, the other one is not. But we do delay them a lot, and he goes for the Farseer attack, okay? So this time we got the tower before he got his, because we have the Steel Balls. And Steel Balls are very good at taking out towers, even if they are fortified, it doesn't matter. Steel Balls have pretty much infinite range. Yeah, the Typhoon can't do anything against the Steel Bolts. They will just own them. There we go. Okay. One more to go. So I expect some big cheese this turn. I will counteract this big cheese. So this has 8k of HP. So what we can do here is try to knock them out. So 16k means we need a lot of missiles. But we can kill this immediately. With 2 of them. This one also needs 2. And the reason why I'm doing that is just to finish the game. Advanced missile device is just very powerful in these scenarios. Anything else we can do? Could drop some more phoenixes here, I guess. One crawler here to occupy that fascia. And I think that's it. Alright, see if it works. He upgrades the Typhoons as we expected. So we break the shield on the Typhoon here instantaneously, but we did not get the second one. But this flank is entirely toast. And that one gets killed as well. Just takes a little bit of time because we don't have very high levels on the Phoenixes, but that doesn't matter. Because the whole board here is already over because of the board state from earlier. GG. And we also had the charge shot in our back pocket, which also deals very well with these kind of shield compositions. Because this only works with the shields. That's the only reason. This also dies to Scorpion. Double shot Scorpion. Just 1 unit here. Double shot Scorpion here, and then the bubble blows up. Because the bubble always sticks out over the edge here. That could have been also a solution. But the advanced missile device is just too good to not play. Because the nuke at home idea always works out. You can't dodge them. They are very cost efficient. And that flank would have died immediately if I didn't do that. So I think it was well worth it. Unfortunately, not a mountain angle because of the burst mode phantom rays. Maybe the mountain would have worked. Might have to replay that, but I think Steebolts are just too juicy. Steebolts are the best unit in the game if you are close range and there's high level towers. And both of these conditions were met. Okay, we do have a marksman and a rhino. Do I want to go some marksman memes? I think we have to. Sledgehammer always OP. Is this aggressive guy? He looks like an aggressive guy. Yep, he is. Okay. So this might be actually a shot arc light kind of deal. Okay. So we do not know where he's coming from. So what we will do is we will start with a fork setup. And try to anticipate where he is going to go. He goes both sides. Even nicer, because we do get to target both of them. He goes for the steel bolts in front version, which means he gets punished by missiles until he fixes that. Which I think means that he's going to deploy crawlers here in the corners. Or he should, for sure. But for now we don't have the firepower to take out the steel balls at all. Which is why the starting pack is one of the best in the game. And that's actually quite bad because we lose the tower here. If this Arclight died a little bit faster, that would have been nice. But you know, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Ooh. Laser sight, Arclight, and Scorpions. And deployment module for him. Laser sights is quite nice. It's also pretty expensive, because we do need money for charge shot if we want to go for that round. Pretty hard to say. Also, smart arc lights is pretty nice here. If we go for that. I think I will try it. I haven't played Arclight Defense in a while. I will actually sell out of the Marksman because I really dislike Marksman in these scenarios. They will feed the steel balls lots of XP. And I do not want that to happen. Something like this. Yep, there's the crawler we expected. So he's going for full flank action. So charge lock arc lights are pretty good against steel balls and the hounds, and very terrible against the crawlers. So we do need a different chaff clear option. Which means in these cases almost always it's a Wraith. Because Wraith does very well into these flanking scenarios. It looks like our sledgehammers are holding strong for now. That one pesky steel ball here is gonna be very, very annoying because it is level 2 next turn. But it's our arclights are also getting some kills here. That is nice. Rhino assault. Yeah, pretty obvious. Could also try to Roomba stomp one of these guys. Because that's pretty high value. I actually think I like that. Because he might overreact and just deploy units back here. Which we can completely ignore. Would like the Wraith here. It's very expensive to do so. Probably need one more. Do we miss anything? I think I don't want this happening. This is very bad for the Arclight that turns around here. And he... Why the hell does he do that? Okay, that is very suspicious behavior from Mr. Speedspec. Because that doesn't make any sense unless you know I dropped the Rhino there. Which is incorrect, by the way. It does upgrade the other side here. That's fine though, we already have the Wraith in here. He does run armor, doesn't run regen, but he has the carry tax other than that. So everything should die other than the Wraith? Yeah, okay. Which means we get additional damage on the Arclights here. Okay, Phantom Ray, Phoenix. kind of hard to say what's the correct pick is. I think it's either Phantom Ray or Phoenix here. But we do need to play around him and knowing what I do. So I will delay the decision and plan the rest of the turn. Okay. Probably a Ray turn here. I don't think we need upgrades yet on the Phantoms. On the Arclights, not the Phantoms. I'm talking weird stuff here. I think I should have missided this. Okay, he's going for Mars, Wraith, and Mars Phoenix everywhere. Okay. Which means we probably need better anti-air other than the Phantoms. Because the Wraith can actually deal with that. I think taking the Phoenixes was probably the right play here to do. This would actually be a great game for the Physeer anti-air tech. Hopefully we can get that one going. That would be very nice to have. Huh? Good damage control on the one Wraith here, back here. Okay, steel production, meh. Don't need that. So skip. Do I have any other air solutions? Not at the moment. I think I want to try that one, because I've never played it before. But the big downside is it's rather expensive. But I think we can sell out of the other stuff instead. Add one more Wraith. Missile that. Get that one more forward. I think this might actually need an upgrade here. I think it's fine. I will keep this one around. Yeah, there we go. Big overreaction on that side. That's nice. And we can see if the Physeer with the area does actually kill these Wraiths fast enough. Because I'm not quite sure if it will. It does okay, I would say. And the Physeer is also pretty good against the Wasp too. So I was pretty expecting more air cheese to come. Because if somebody deploys more than 2 air units, you already know he's going to deploy every single unit in the game. Looks like they are doing fine. Also, level 2 on the Physeer is very nice, because it gets a lot of damage down. Laser sights, MP core. I think laser sights probably the best by far here. So this time we sell out of the flank, because it already did its job. Probably need crawlers. Missile that again. Get one more fuzz here. One more Wraith. So some sort of giant is gonna come out next turn. What is it gonna be? Worms? Might be worms. So the steel balls are not really getting to us yet, so I think I will have a protective measure against that one. I should have missiled that one. My bad. Sets out of the Rave, which is a very bad play because the Farsia still gets to shoot at its preferred targets. What the hell? It's aggressive Vulcans. What the heck? Okay. I did not expect the Vulcan aggression. I guess that works for one turn. Almost dies anyway. Ah, and he ignites my fire. That's unfortunate for me. But I clearly did underestimate his madness. For some reason, there's Vulcans on this field now. Okay. There is the Melter as the answer. So we'll get some of those. They are quite decent against Brave as well. And I actually do want some delayed crawlers here. We'll still missile that. That one is fine, and then I will missile at the back of my base. He goes for this position on the Rhino, okay. We'll see how the Phoenixes deal with the crawler. Mars Vulcan deploys, okay. Also goes for instant range melting point here. So the good thing is we do have the crawlers distracting the Phoenixes, which means this turn is gonna be one tower less for him. But I was a little bit afraid of that Melter play. Multi-Melter is very bad into normal Melter, so that's why I was a little bit concerned about that one, and apparently for good reason. Shouldn't have done that. At least not this turn. It was, generally speaking, an okay play, but not necessarily this turn. Yep. He's a giant enjoyer, that's for sure. Okay, Mustang production. Orbiter. Amplifying core. I think Orbiter sounds quite nice to have. What else would we need? So this was almost an instant lock on the Wraith. That was actually quite painful. Kind of hard to counteract because of the Vulcan deploy. Like so it could work. I think other than that, it's just drop a bunch of Wasp and probably Shield too. Because that gets to counteract the Melta for now. Doesn't work on this side yet. I think with the shields it would have been better. But you never know. Sometimes you get wrecked anyway. Yeah, I think the multi-melta thing was really bad. I think that will lose me the game here. I should have not clicked that upgrade before I saw what he was going to do. Because he knows what I'm going to do, so he can counteract that. And once you click an upgrade, you can never go back. That's the one problem that these ones have. Okay. Goes for double defense here even to protect his towers. Makes sense. Question is, can we counteract this somehow? We can go something like this. And see if we can outscale him, so to speak. I don't think that works, but, you know, you gotta try it. The spacing on the Wasp is as such that I can remove some of them. And I think we need some more money here. Because I really do not like this chuff being alive as long as it is. Okay, he oils me. And he also goes for Wasp. Yeah, we can't counteract that. Don't have enough money to deal with both the Melta and also the Wasp. Did he take the Wasp drop as well? I think he did. The funny thing is, we do actually have a bunch of units that kill these Wasps rather easily. We just don't have any units that kill the Melta afterwards. This was the idea. Maybe we can take out the Melta with the EMP, but we can't because we don't have the necessary damage because our Meltas connect too late. So I think the Farseer defense was fine. It's just the general sussy behavior over here and also my Melta click. I think the Melta shouldn't have happened. Especially not on the turn where he also gets offered Melta. It wasn't an unlock, it was a unit drop. And when you react to a unit drop, you should always react to both what you do and what your opponent does. And in that case, our opponent felt it was necessary to kill our Wraith because his Wraith attack was useless. But again, mainly carried by the Steel Ball in the early game there. Our Arclights didn't really do much in the rest of that game. Maybe we should have taken the Arclights instead. Just range and EMP them. Oh, can we go for an aggressive mountain? I don't think I have seen that one yet. Or have we? No, I think we don't. Not the greatest one to be aggressive against because of the amplify. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, we can just play normal steel bolts, I guess. Just defensive steel bolts, if you will. And not sure about the marksman. Maybe in the middle? Yeah, sure. I haven't done this deploy in a long time. Steel bolts are very annoying though when they are deployed like this, because they are pretty hard to answer. Does this Sabertooth not turn? Oh, he does turn, okay. If that snipes the tower, that would be actually quite bad. The thing is, the Arclights will shoot at the steel bolts at the same time as the Saber, so there's lots of overkilling there. But I think we don't get the Saber. Nope. Too strong because of Amplify. Wasp, drop, and laser sights. Wasp is okay here. So is laser sights, I guess. I think I will take the Wasp just to delay my decision what shaft clear we would take. This looks like a pretty good Stormcaller board, to be honest. So I think I will actually drop a Stormcaller here. Oops, that was the wrong button. And then we'll drop another Crawler here. Actually, this is a split. I like this more. Okay, he goes for Mars Fangs. Interesting. So the Fangs will beat the Wasp here because they get distracted by the Crawler. So good deploys on him. So this Sabertooth is now completely out of the picture because of those Crawlers. So he reacted very, very much to the Wasp. But not much else, to be honest. Oh no, this guy is probably gonna snap the tower here. Come on, Stormcallers. Ah, he didn't switch, okay. I think that's a dead tower, yep. Unfortunately. And look at that. My Stormcallers can't hit the side of a barn door, and that's why the Saber actually does survive. Look at that guy. Level 2. That's quite painful. Sandworm, Phantom Ray, Rhino, and Fire Badger. We could take the Fire Badgers, but they're pretty weak to the Saber. Rhino, not great. All of this is not that great into Sabertooth. And can go for Phantom Rays just to have some anti-air, because we don't have any. Or the big Fire Badger, because that is the actual shaft clear that we would need later. I think the Phantom Ray is probably still correct here. And other than that, I will just double down on the big boys. I should have unlocked the melter. My bad. But I mean, The Fire Badger already dropped this turn, so there's not going to be anything else. This is actually quite nasty. He does have the amplifying core on the Badger. On the other hand, he deployed lots of arc lights as well, so that's a little bit weird to me. Might be a good game for anti-tank shell. He also deployed some random phoenixes here. Interesting. You can see even now the steel balls are being very annoying here. And delaying this whole thing from collapsing onto the Stormcallers. But I think we lose here just to anti-air reasons. Come on, kill the Saber. Dang it. Okay, he got him. That's nice, because that is 200 damage in my face if he doesn't. Ooh, extended range saber teeth. Shields, not the greatest here. Battleship only works if he doesn't deploy any chaff. I could try it, but I think that's a skip for me. What else do we need? I think I will start selling the steel bolts now. For example, this one. Can't get the mountains yet. But I do want the money in my back pocket. Also start to deploy some defensive stuff here. Something like this. A attack. And I believe that's it. Ooh, he goes for a missile. That's actually quite nasty, because he might get hit that Stormcaller. He does, okay. So we need to be playing around this kind of stuff. That is not good for us. Phoenixes eat my Phantom Rays. That's fine with me. I don't mind the Oi igniting here either way, because we do have the Stormcaller backup. And this is where the Fangs come in clutch, because we do need the Fangs to help our Stormcallers clear. And we still have those marksmen from the earlier rounds to deal with the Phoenixes anyway. We don't need them. Come on, marksman. Turn. Okay. There we go. He did not want to turn there. So this is good. We are stalling him out still. There's the volcano. Because we still don't have any chaff clear to speak of. So I think this is double volcano. Fang deploys. And probably range as well. Thank you for the follow, Ellens. I appreciate that. Do we just sell out of the Phantom Rays or do we keep them? Because for now they are doing a very good distraction job actually. I think this one in particular I don't like, because it's getting into the way here. Could also try to missile these Fangs here, because they are very outward, but I think the Vulcan is fine with that one. Don't think we need any more than that. I will even upgrade this Phantom Ray because there's no solution here other than the Mustangs. Oh, he goes Missile Interceptor Mustangs. Okay. This is very nice for us because we already have the Vulcans on the board. But that also means we need some DPS unit now. Because our poor Stormcaller is gonna get countered. But he doesn't click range on the Mustangs. So the Mustangs die very quickly to the Vulcan here. But our Vulcan got stuck on the Saber-Tief here for some pretty long time. That was quite painful. Yep, everything working out though. Good guy Fangs killing those Phoenixes by themselves. Because they can. Okay. Yeah, we need some serious DPS now. I think this is a no-brainer barrier turn. Because we do like protecting our chaff. We do already have Marksman. We could upgrade the Marksman and just try to punch through him that way. I think this is a cute little wasp drop. I think I would like the mountain the next turn. And we do need proper anti-air, otherwise the Abyss is gonna kill us. So I think this is actually the Marksman plan in general. So we get a bunch of those. And double shot. What else do we not want to see? I think I will unlock the Abyss just in case. He deploys more Mustangs here for some reason. Don't really know why he does that, but that's fine because the Phoenix is still gonna get distracted for 2 or 3 shots. And we do get to work on the barrier here. Did he temp range? He did not. Okay. I was gonna say, my Vulcan feels very far forward at the moment, but maybe that's just me. Might meet another Vulcan in the middle here to deal with these units here, because that Marksman is not doing much that turn. But yeah, the Mustangs are actually pretty useless here because they keep shooting at Stormcaller missiles, which they should not. So this is actually an Abyss board. That's what's a little bit yikes about this. I would rather have an Abyss here than anything else. Because it's very good against these Mustangs. I think heavy armor is nice. I put that on the Vulcan. So steel ball sell for sure. And then we have some money left. We can overcommit into Stormcallers. That would also work. With range and overload. Because that one got buffed recently as well. Abyss is pretty nice here because of the swarm missiles, but we can't get a big one out. Or can we? Actually, let's try it. We can. Well, I guess we're doing that one then. Just get the weather balloon out. I don't know what to do with the 50 here. Kind of awkward. I guess I can drop it back here. Even more Mustangs, okay. This is why I was saying the Abyss is probably the better play. Then we can laser that Vulcan right out of existence. Very nice. Hopefully it can take the Phoenixes for some turns. But I think it will. Because we do need that Swarm Missile to hit one more time here. Ooh, Vulcan is under fire here, so we need some more Fangs to the side. But we do still have some Fangs to throw in front, and then the tower hopefully should make this go bye-bye. Come on, kill it. Kill it. There we go. Extended range saber teeth. Yeah, the problem with the extended range saber teeth, by the way, is you lose a lot of stats. You lose your survivability, you lose your damage. It's 60% less stats overall for 30 range, which is meh, to say the least. Because he already had the range enhancement, so now he's 180. But the unit has 9k base HP, and even the tanky one, level 2, is 22. So that's easy peasy killable with the marksman here. And the marksman still has 180 range as well, and can also hit elite marksman. So they are not really winning the sniper war. And their fire rate is 3.4, so they are actually pretty close to the marksman there as well. So, I would say. Because picking that one costs you 100 as well. Yeah, unfortunately, my opponent overreacted and didn't enable us to actually play the Mountain. Because Mountain doesn't really do that well into mass Mustangs and whatnot. I could have tried it with the plating, maybe. But we only had one Mountain to drop with the level 2 one, so not sure. Could have probably worked as a tank, as a war factory, but not really as the bombardment, for example. I would like to test the bombardment again. My goodness, this is a long loading screen. It's quite weird. Cost control. Ooh, this is not looking the greatest. Probably a marksman game. Again. Or we troll with a bunch of saber teeth. I don't have the text here. I need to remove that missile interceptor tag. I have no idea why I got it on. Should always be a secondary armament. Ah, it's the classic. It's the classic Tarantula Void Eye, and it might be even Air Cheese turn 1. But I do have the Fangs to back me up here. So maybe that's enough to circumvent that. Do we just go more Fangs here? I think I will. Not sure if I want those Fangs so far forward. Yeah, I will play around it like this. Ah, he goes for Crawler. What a cheater. But we might actually connect to the spiders beforehand. And then we don't care about the cross. Yeah, nice. Okay. Never mind then. I fully encourage him to do that, because the Void Eyes are always tapping behind the Tarantulas, so they will get absolutely bonked by the Stormcallers. I really hard disagree with this Void Eye behind Spider placement. That is absolutely horrible into Stormcaller. Even with Suppression Shot, it doesn't really do much. But he has full carry Void Tex. I like that. That's big balls of steel. There we go. Talking about them. He doesn't have area spec on them, but he does have the EMP. Could go for Typhoons, but I really dislike Typhoons on defense. I think I'd rather have the Wasp as my backup chaff unit here. So I'm marksman spec, he's supply spec, so we don't know yet what his plan is. But I do know I probably want some more chaff in the middle. Just split them up nicely, like so. Could also go for a value missile. I think... is that really worth it? Nah, I don't care. He goes Typhoon in the backyard, pretty much. Okay. Interesting. So this was a nice crawler because he took out the Stormcaller fire here. So we need a chaff clear unit here straight away. On the other hand, the level 3 marksman will finish those spiders anyway. But he does get some value out of them that he didn't get last turn, so that was nice for him. Void Eyes didn't get any upgrades, they are still shafted. But yeah. He's gonna kill a bunch of Fangs and that's pretty much it, because the Typhoon in Standard is not a great unit to say the least. That's 2.7k on round 3. That's actually very scary for him. Okay, I'm not that weak to Underground Threat. Maybe in the middle a little bit. He could deploy some more Typhoons if he wants to. Could also go for Advanced Shield, because he doesn't have any shield break other than Void Eyes, which is weak. He might actually go for a shield here now, does he? Yeah, not sure about that one. Since he does already have the Typhoons, I either Beacon or I sell the Wasp. I think Beacon is probably more effective. I think this is a instant kill though, because I really don't like my stuff getting occupied there. We can't really afford chaff clear this turn, which is a little bit sad. So I guess we are calling just more crawlers pretty much, right? Trying to delay the decision for later. Yep, like so. Missile Interceptor, wow. So he predicted that I would missile that? Sounds a little bit weird. The problem with the Missile Interceptor is if it doesn't stay alive this turn, he has a big problem. And we got rid of all of his chaff with the crawler spawn. So the spiders die yet again. But do we actually kill the Void Eyes? Some of them, I guess. But yeah, you can see our chaff clear is pretty much garbage. But he does get his cheese play down, which is minus 50 for me and plus 100 for him. So that's a very high impact turn. Redeployment. Tank production, amplify core. Very hard to tell here, Because this amplifying core is really, really expensive. Not quite sure if I like that. I'd like both of these, but they're very expensive items, so I think I will skip out of them. And I will actually unlock the volcanoes. Fine, I will do it myself, he said. I will actually loan this turn, maybe. Just to get rid of that freaking interceptor. Okay, there's more interceptors even. So big upside is now that we can deal with the Void Eyes and the Crawlers as their chuff unit. We're still lacking a little bit of chuff clear here in the middle, but I think without the Vulcans we just die straight up here. So I think this is fine, because the Typhoon is not the greatest against Vulcans in general. We still have that Orange Man. Ooh, Orange Man does us survive. Just barely. Ah, it doesn't kill it. He's going for a pure tempo play here. Okay, another redeployment. Another improved firepower. I think this time we will take the firepower control system, because I really want the volcanoes to do their job here. I think since he invested into those anyway, I can just sell out of the Stormcaller. So we get Vulcans on the field. I think I will keep the flanks as is and try to drag him in here. Actually, I don't like the delayed chuff here as much. Does he run HE? He should. Yeah, he does. Okay. Guess I will try to remove the flanking capabilities a little bit. Goes Interceptor, Sabertooth as well. Okay, this is very nice for us, because we do get to set out of the Stormcallers and they are useless. Bad thing is he might ignite this oil. We don't know yet. Good thing is we have Scorch, so we can even the Sabertooth pretty quickly. Volcanoes do not have a near level yet. I like this shield though. This shield is protecting our chuff. And the Tarantula and Typhoon comp doesn't really do much against that. But we do not get rid of the freaking interceptors still, right? Oh, we do. Okay, good Tarantula. He did not manage to ignite my oil here. Which is also nice. Sandworm. Sandworm is pretty good here. I think the Fortress is even better, because the Fortress can deal with the Sandworm as well. And it chunks those spiders down. Cannot go for a shield play here. I think that's a little bit too expensive. I think I will actually get a second Fang here. And try to outshield this. Just so we delay the fire a little bit. One more Fang, I guess, to the side, so we have the game plan sorted for later. And I think we are still in loan territory. So I will actually loan. He goes for Fortress himself. Okay. So this is devolving into a huge, giant festival. So good thing is he loses his entire chuff this turn. We do already have Scorch items and levels on the Vulcans. So they are actually very capable of killing mid-sized units and fortresses. But we can't kill that level 2 fortress on this flank. So that's going to be very painful. Everything else is fine. Wow, look at that. The Vulcan actually does very well against the fortress, even with level 2, because of the upgrades. Yeah. Okay. That is a huge turn. Almost killed him too. Ooh, look at that. Improved War Factory. I think we have to go for that one, right? Factory is so strong into this kind of board. I think I will do that. Oh, it's so expensive. God damn. Well, let's hope it can carry its weight. Even with loaning, it's very expensive. Do we sell that fortress? I mean, it is tanking here a lot. I think we do need... we do need to finish this turn, so I think getting this one down is actually stronger. I also can run some distraction crawlers on the side here. This one will try to slow down, and then this one will just missile in case there's chuff here. Alright, improve factory, go. He doesn't have any anti-air, and he doesn't have range on his improved factory, so I think we should be favored. Because our factory is outranging everything he has. And this factory here doesn't get anywhere until the missile wears out. Sorry about that one. I think when I typed, I pressed the U. It's all good. So, as I was saying, sorry to hear that with your losses, because, you know, sometimes it happens. I usually would advise you to stop playing and just do something else, because oftentimes you just can't find a solution. It's very, very annoying. Yeah, that's when I was typing to you, I pressed the U key and I forgot this is my mute key as well. So, got rid of that one. But yeah, GG's, man. Unfortunate with the factory drop there. I do, Sean, but it just takes a while. There is a delay and the mic mute comes later. Thank you, Alan, too. And Hel. I always appreciate it if you tell me, because sometimes I can't see too far to the right. Okay, looks decent here on the board. He also has the missile interceptor on the board, which he shouldn't. Do we trade here? Nope, not quite. Oh, RNG was not with me, that one. Good lord, look at that. Such low units. Dang it. Very much a bunch of Saber enjoyers today. Interesting stuff. Haste module. I think that's a skip for me here. Get some fangs in front. Yeah, you have to remember there's always a delay, so it will take some time until I read it. But you know. Sometimes it's just the way it is. And attack. Oh, he goes for the redeployment. Interesting. What did he redeploy? Ah, yeah, okay, he's just going for bird cheese. But he has jump drive anyway. That's a little bit odd. But yeah, we do need flank coverage then. So I assume he's just gonna try to cheese this tower once and then redeploy them out of there, or he redeploys them a little bit closer here. Or just to the other side. Does get some XP for that, but not really the greatest. So. But we're both pretty low on health here. Because I'm a Rhino spec and I had the Sledgehammer opener. Okay, Volcano. I think it's still fine to go for Volcano here. We do need anti-air anyway. Could just drop Fangs too. And assume that he will redeploy those Phoenixes. Which he probably should. We'll also get rid of the Arclights. And another Fang in the middle. Could also oil this turn if we want to. Which means we can get rid of his sabers, but we don't really have the long range capabilities to even profit. No, I think I will float for now. Ah, here goes for Hounds. So Hounds have armor enhancement, but the Vulcan might be able to outscale them before that's a factor. Okay, he doesn't do anything with the redeploy for this turn. weird techs to taking redeploy with, to be honest, but that's okay. So this side is gonna get absolutely annihilated because it doesn't have the Vulcan, but the other one will profit. Oh, the Sabertooth is really, really lucky. He survives every turn with like 2 HP. And I think that's gonna kill me off because we have so low health pools that his one tempo play there is really effective. Okay. I could go for Marksman here. For Smart Marksman even. Could also go for efficient tech, but I think we're dying too fast to do that. So I think Absorption is very good on the Vulcan to keep it alive. Probably not gonna survive against the Sabers even. Intense Training, also very nice. Very expensive though. This is a hard one. I think I need the Intense Training actually. Do we keep the Rhino around? Could do something like this. I would like to sell it this turn, but we will lose a lot of tempo if I do. Can't sell the Arclight, come on. It's hiding. So I think I will try to achieve something like this. He goes for field maintenance on the dudes here. And he also drops a Phoenix and a Sabertooth here. My goodness, he really respected that Rhino. I should have sorted this turn then. But you never know. I think sending units outright is probably a bad idea when you're as low as I am. Absorption module would have been nice to tank these saber shots and whatnot. But it's not really the greatest. And we don't have any DPS to kill these big boys here. Need probably a damage dealer or EMP source even. I think that's last round here. Yep. Because our overall board is very solid, but we do need some more late shove, and we do need big damage dealers in the same turn. That's pretty hard to do. I think I will go for the Wasp here. Because I can counter those Phoenixes back there. I think if we press Scorch and we have a EMP source, we kill them either way. But do we get cheap EMPs from somewhere? We could go for hackers here, actually. Seems a little bit over the top. I don't see any cheap EMP solution. I mean, Marksman, if we have it. We don't run it on the Marksman. Phoenixes ourselves. Yeah, sure. I think that's the at least the highest impact we can have this turn. So let's get them a little bit backwards here, because I think they are too close to the battle line. Like so. And we do need an oil here. Even more cheese coming in here, okay. Ah, he goes for the wasp cheese himself. Okay, that makes sense. At least we got rid of that level 2 Phoenix. That's actually quite nice. And the Fangs do delay those Phoenixes back here. That means I'm just investing into later rounds. I'm a comeback player. I usually don't play on tempo. I play on high efficiency, like this one, for example. If you're planting down Vulcans and you don't click any upgrades and chuff, that usually means you're trying to outscale your opponent instead of committing to the board. And if I don't commit anything, he can't counter anything. Chuff is not really something you can counter. These things will always have value later on, whereas other units might not. That's the idea here. Okay, that was his cheese turn for this one. So I assume he's gonna redeploy out of this. Melting Point, Stormcaller, Wraith. What do I dare here to? Sandworms, maybe? I think the Sandworm is probably the strongest one here. So I will try to get a Melter down. We will add a Fang in case he does not move this flank. We'll also add a Fang here. So generally speaking, this is just a difference of play styles, if you will. Not sure about the melting point here. I think I need range on that one to be useful. The Phoenix is just our EMP source for now. It's not really a damage dealer. Would really like to have the upgrade on the Vulcan. He keeps the dogs, but he does not do anything with my other flank. Makes sense. Okay. So he does go for Phoenix range and he goes Mars Stormcallers with anti-tank shells. Okay. Yeah, pretty much, Damien. It is the same. I'm playing Zerg heavy, you could say. That's pretty much how I would expect somebody who plays Zerg to play. I'm overproducing units not very often, and sometimes I get punished for that one. But, you know, it's pretty much a preference only. I think I die here just due to the Stormcaller cheese alone. Because this tech here is really, really powerful against giants like mine. That's enough, right? Yeah, that's enough. GG. Good play by him, I think, because I was expecting more of a Melter commit, something like that. But Stormcaller does very well into my board because I do not have any crawlers delayed or anything like that. So late Fangs also get countered by this because we don't have the shield. If we had the shield, we could have made it. Yeah, I wasn't sure about the Melter. I think the Melter was not the correct play. We got time? Yeah, one more. I think the good thing about Mechabellum is that the macro-heavy strategies in StarCraft 2, I think, are always the better ones. Because if you have very good players, there's a very low chance that he's gonna lose to some tempo-heavy stuff unless it's insane cheese and you don't know it yet. But in Mechabellum, I think, even unto the highest MMR, you can play both strategies. You can play ASIM, you can play tempo-heavy stuff. Players like Sarah, for example. He plays very, very differently than everybody else, but it still works. It's, I think, a little bit better balanced overall, I would say. Okay, is this a Stormcaller test game? I think it is, because this is a cost control spec. So it's either that or mountains. I like it. He's just not... Okay, and he's missile spec. Okay, never mind. I thought we had something here, but he unfortunately has a good setup against that. I think in this case we even play this a little bit differently. We do something like this. Can't air cheese him, because he does have Mustangs. We could drop a Sledgehammer here. And I think I will deploy a second crawler here in case he does something weird. High MMR players play mostly aggro. Only the ones that stream. The entire 201 server pretty much doesn't play aggro. And usually when you are very good at defending, you can win against those as well. That's the reason why the majority of players there play both. For example, Ensako plays both styles because he has to. If he only plays aggro, he loses a lot of games because the packs don't always work with that. And there is players that are too good at defending where he would rather play normal standard against them. Pretty much. It depends who you're watching and what region it is. Because in the other regions it's very, very different. Okay, Wasp Swarm. Improved Wasp and Mobile Beacon. I think the Beacon is nice for him. For sure. I think I will still try to Wasp drop him. In case he doesn't respect it. I'm also very weak to Wasp drop. And I also don't want to drop units that are good into Wasp drop. So that's actually pretty bad for me here. I think I will just ignore it for now. I do need some sort of tempo play here. I think I will just try the Sledgehammer defense line and that's it. Could missile this turn to delay the Wasp. Okay, he goes for the Stormcaller missile. Ooh, Scorpion. That's very weird on round 2, to be honest. But yeah, he doesn't play around the Wasp Swarm, which I think is a mistake. Because that unit and that spell in particular is very, very harmful to your board state. The problem with the Scorpion reaction, by the way, is just that I'm cost control. I can play a lot of Sledgehammers, I can afford to press EMP, and if I ever press that button, the Scorpion defense or aggressiveness is immediately dead. I do not run armor though, so they are not that good against Mustangs. Okay, I think it was quite a nice turn for us here. Phantom Ray is just a cheese unit pretty much, but it's very good on flank defense, which we might need. It's also very good as an offense unit. Hard to say. This is actually a pretty difficult turn here. If he Wasp my flank, I would be very sad, but I don't want to pick the Wasp into the Mustangs. I think I will take the Phantom Ray here. Okay, this one can be fixed with a little crawler play. I might actually range the sledgehammers here. So one more sledgehammer, and then I guess we finally get one more chaff here. This one I will missile, so I get that crawler down. Yep, there comes the next scorpion. And my sledgehammers are very weak because I'm cost control, so the missile strike almost kills them, but not quite. Not quite. Oh, there we go. There's the wasp. He also has jump drive, so we have to be very careful about that one. So he's committing really hard to the scorpion and also the wasp here. Might actually snipe that scorpion from the back. That's nice. The Phantom Rays are doing really well here into a Mustang and wasp. What? They might actually win. Yeah, perfect. Alright. Very powerful unit, that thing. Okay, Rhino Assault, Portable Shield. So Rhino Assault will kill that tower, but he might actually invest into something to stop those Phantom Rays. So maybe not optimal. Shield, also pretty decent. I think I will try to distract him in the back here. So I think for now we have to sell out of these because we do really not want him to arrive here. Also might actually sell the Stormcaller. That it's pretty useless back here. So I think I will just try the Sledgehammer strategy and be done with that. Take a second mount out here. And the second sledgehammer is actually not that useful, so I think I will do it like this. And then we just add a crawler instead onto this side so we don't get instant locked. I think I would have liked an attack enhancement though. Oh, he deploys a Raiden straight up. Is this an airspec? No, he's not. Was confused there for a second. Okay, I guess we have to get some Mustangs on the board now. Which is all fine with me. I'm just buying tempo here to see what he does. I mean, the Raiden I do enjoy against the sledgehammers. But it's also pretty weak because he already committed to the wasp here. That's not the greatest feeling if you have to do both. Okay, ooh, level 3 fangs. I mean, we can go for those, but into Mustang, maybe not the smartest decision. Void Eye, not that useful, I think. Wraith can work for one turn. I think I like the Wraith here. Because we get to delay him a little bit. So we sell out of these ones. Add sledgehammers instead to clear that flank. But yeah, I think we do need a answer to AR for now. So I think Mustang's probably necessary here. don't think we can afford to diddle more time here. I will shield this for this turn. Oops. Let's not move that one. Do we want anything? I think I want to delay some Mustangs to the side here. Yeah, this crawler is a little bit annoying. I think I need to missile that one. Okay, missile strike got dodged. Ooh, he does actually drop 2 more Raidens here. That's really painful for him. I mean, Fork too. So Fork is a big loss upgrade because you die to Mustangs very, very easily after that one. So I assume he's going into Abyss or something like that? Maybe. Because I don't see anything else working out later. If I click anti-air and we get some levels on the Mustangs, I think he's just toast. Because his range is pretty much abysmal now. Oh, that's nice. That's 2 level 2 Mustangs. For pretty much nothing. Haste module 2, if we want to. Yeah, I would say so. Haste module should be nice because we can get those Mustangs going a little bit quicker. I will sell out of Wraith because that Wraith does not do anything here. Can also drop a little Wasp Swarm. Yet again. Yeah, I think just dropping more Mustangs here is appropriate. Like so. I think I liked that shield though. The shield was pretty nice. Just a little bit more backwards. And this time I will actually get rid of that crawler. That crawler is fine, but this one is also a very juicy one because we can get rid of the hounds and the crawler at the same time. Do we want to beacon anything here? I think I beacon forward the crawlers so they don't get distracted and our sledgehammers survive. Oh no. He does actually prevent that. Come on, crawlers. Okay, they did it. Nice. So we saved that sledgehammer's life. And next up we can press Sledge EMP and then the entire Scorpion plan is completely out of the window. He made a very tanky one. Super heavy armor. Cool, cool. Cost control. Looks pretty spicy still. Orbital bombardment is pretty good here because he does have everything at the same spot. Haste module is also okay, but I think I'd rather have the orbiter. Pretty far forward, too. Like so. Yeah, the EMP upgrade is really expensive though. I'm not sure if I want to click it yet. Maybe later. I will finally add some fangs here, because those scorpions are killing my sledgehammers a little bit too quick for my taste. Could sell out of the Stormcaller still, because it's not really all that useful. Could also hit the armor-piercing bullets on the Mustangs. Or even field maintenance. I will click it. I very, very, very rarely get to click that button anyway. And I will also press all the other buttons. Okay, still got rid of a hound. I think that's fine. Oh, he deploys Mustangs. I guess the armor-piercing bullets would have been nice then. Did not expect that one. But the Orbiter shreked me pretty badly here. Okay, at least we get rid of the shield. That was nice. Because if the shield survives, that's painful. Also, this Raiden surviving is pretty painful. He has negative range on the Raidens now. That's actually quite funny. Can't kill that tower here because it's level 2. Oh, the shield also does survive with like negative health. Okay, Volcano. Phoenix, Arclight, Sabertooth. Could go for the Phoenixes to kill those Raidens a little bit faster, because we don't really have that much DPS at the moment. At least to kill this one. And also kill the Scorpions. Vulcan also pretty good. Because the Raidens can't kill him fast enough. And he's very, very good against Mustangs. I think I will actually take the Vulcan here. And try to overwhelm this side. We got a Rhino drop to call in. I think I will have it here, so we have less chuff on our backs here. Could even drop another Vulcan here. I think I'd rather have more sledges later. It's a little bit delayed. Oh, I didn't manage to get the shield down. That was bad, because this is gonna die. Actually, he missed that thing entirely. If I missed this, that would have been a very bad play. Okay, I did not expect that one. So I guess we are losing this side here pretty big then. He does have range on the range, so now it's a functional unit, but it's still at 130 range. Maybe I should have tried to go for Farseers here, because the Farseer is actually quite nice against the Scorpion and the Raiden. Yeah, the Volcano didn't do much here, I would say. But the majority of problems came here from the shielding. I did not shield that properly. Ooh, I get a second try. What do we want to drop here? Could drop an Abyss. Could drop a mountain, I guess. Do we even fit something like that here? Maybe? Maybe? Let's try that one. Because this is what we are here for after all, right? So we unlock Abyss or Mountain. Because Abyss is really good into this board state because of the Mustangs. And the Raidens don't really kill it fast enough. Ah, damn it. I think it's still Abyss here. It's just the premium kill stuff unit. Can even kill that Scorpion probably first shot. And then we... the missile upgrade. This time we do shield the Mustangs, like we're supposed to. Missile the flanks. Ah, I wanted to delay those a little bit. Okay, I was thinking maybe we should do a shield here as well. Yeah, I thought the missile would do it, but apparently it would not. Okay. See if the Abyss can handle itself against those units. It's getting delayed by those Mustangs a little bit, but it is okay against everything else. Okay, I guess we lose this side here very quickly. Sledgehammer's not looking too hot right now. They are not a great chaff clear unit, that's the problem with them. And even with the Mustangs we get outscaled here. Alright, GG. Not the greatest round here. But this is one I would like to replay, because I think with a Vulcan... with a mountain that might have made a difference. I always here talked that the... Abyss does well into Mustang. I don't think it does. The missile cooldown is just too long. It only works if you have lots of time and he doesn't have any answer. So it's a tempo play. But I would like to see what the mountain does in this situation. Because we had plenty of money. We could have played something different for sure. So I think we still take the intense training. Then we sell the big one. So do we just drop 2 mountains and level up one of them? Could work. Something like this. And then shielding. And we do need to shield the Mustangs. That was the plan originally. Like over here and over here. Do we just plop it down right in front? Not even sure if the unit can tank that much damage, to be honest. Yeah, I guess so. Oh yeah, we also had the mobile beacon, so I guess I could have just redeployed the Mustangs. I think that would have been a better play. And I think those crawlers here have to be removed, because I don't want my chaff delayed. And then I will take some of the sledges and just park them in front, pretty much. Okay. I just want to see if the mountain can act as a front line here, or if it still would die. Because the Raidens do not like it when there's big units in front that they can't kill. Because they fail to damage other units around them. I guess it does work, but it's not very effective at winning us the game here, I think. Because if we kill all of these units here, we still don't have enough damage to kill him, and the next turn we have a big problem. Okay, but it does work. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So this stream is going to be a little bit shorter for today, because I don't have the time, but I'll be back on Wednesday, so in 3 days. So if you want to get notified, subscribe on YouTube or follow on Twitch, both would work. So get notified, because I don't stream every time, and then we'll continue trying them out. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.